Hey man, what's happening, what's the word, you feel me? You dig, what's happening YouTube? Now we live with it today. We react to some death battle, Kratos versus Asura, God of War versus Asura rap. You know, I ain't react to a death battle in like, it's been a minute, I ain't gonna lie, it's been a real crispy minute. And like, hopefully this one fire. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, join society, comment down below what else you guys would like to see. Shit, let's get right into it.
Kratos versus Asura.
The Ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor. Cause sometimes you just wanna punch a god in the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang!
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the Ghost of Sparta.
So he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it too.
With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa.
I forgot that you get Poseidon's trident in one of the games. Now, you're not gonna see me react to much of Kratos because I played every God of War game, like every last one. Like I'm a God of War fan. Like I'm gonna react to stuff I don't know. I'm really trying to hear what Asura can do.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat.
Then there's Daddy Zeus,
who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life. but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan Axe.
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan Axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir Ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the World Tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kinda like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past, not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender, a god of hope.
That's why you came at the end.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robinhood Gold, you can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions.
The privileges of the very privileged are 1,000 years he's free.
Only to rise, go, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy.
Before we get into the Goma, oh. It's right there, chat. Hold on, I still gotta go downstairs. Myself down, where my stuff at? Alright, so before y'all ask, I'm washing my clothes. Yeah, we really might not have time to play the game. Damn. Hold on. Alright, back to the reaction. My bad. My fault, chat. My fault. I had to go wash my clothes. You know, grown man things. Real grown man things. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. We definitely got to go ahead and make this, because once I hit the shower, come out, yes, it's going to be about that time.
Energy formed from human prayer. Mantra.
By advancing technology with Mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness Mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the six-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will in the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra.
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge Mantra energy,
Which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die, so long as a single part of his body remains and can.
Did he just say he was too angry to die? Chat, am I hearing this right? Bro, got so... He pulled an Incredible Hulk? I never played the Asura's Wrath games, but I heard it was fire, though. Just how I never played Saints Row, but I heard Saints Row was fire. Like, niggas fucked with Saints Row. You know, if I actually learn how to make like some games and shit like that, I'm gonna make something like Saints Row in a way. Saints Row and GTA. But I'm gonna take the crime shit out of it, cause it's like, I ain't gonna lie, we be having a whole bunch of content, and a whole bunch of media, just watching niggas do crime. Like, you know what I'm saying? We really gotta start calling that out. Cause it's amazing how they're weaponizing the FBI and how the FBI is doing all this stuff, but they still gonna put you and showing a piece of you committing crimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really gotta wake that up. Like, they're okay with you seeing yourself like that, cause you finna be the nigga that's in there making them dollar bills, making them some money on. You know what I'm saying? Making them some real money on. Like, I heard niggas be trading people in prison. And in Arkansas, apparently you go to prison, you gotta pick cotton. Boy, I don't want to go to prison in Arkansas. Boy, I do not. That's why I don't do shit right now. I do not. Alright, let's get back right into this.
Possess Mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger. Look at this!
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fists to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts,
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super
you got a
attacks
hyper
without
mode?
overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again! Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms! His mantra form! Finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast!
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Idol drop!
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it! That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own
Oh, this nigga Iron Man and shit now? He Tony Stark in the shit now? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on, I might have to play this game. Asura was
filtered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet! Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars!
Chakravartin was, understandably, impressed, and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
No cap. Okay, he did everything for his little girl.
This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. With over
are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Alright, so who y'all guessing? Who y'all guessing? Who y'all guessing? Who y'all guessing? I ain't never watched this. I'm gonna guess Asura. Based upon what they shown, I'm gonna guess Asura.
It's time for a death battle!
Kratos has done some crazy ass shit though. But Kratos ain't beat the Primordials. You know what I'm saying? And even then, when we talk about Zeus and them being the Primordials and the Titans, it was a whole war. You know what I'm talking about? It's a whole war. The whole point of them beating the Titans is about how the old generation is always overcome by the new generation, the next generation. That's the whole point of Kratos being Zeus. Because Kratos is the new generation, the next generation. You know what I'm saying? But Asura literally beat Life Force. Like, he literally beat Chi. Beat the Chi out of Chi's ass. Chi's ass. Why I say that? I'm not. Anyways, what I'm saying is, he literally fought God. In his world, he fought God. You know what I'm saying? Kratos ain't do that. Yeah, Zeus is the king. But it's like, when he killed Zeus and everything, like, restarted and shit. I don't know. The Greek world was still there. Like, if y'all don't remember the DLC, like, Kratos was chained up by the Fates. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Fates held more power than Zeus. Nyx, the goddess of the night. Zeus was scared. It's like canonically, like, even within, like, mythology, Zeus is scared of the goddess Nyx and her power. So yeah, like, I'm saying it's Asura. How many more minutes do we have? It's about 12. What's the name? The animation. Looking smooth. Why is he from the Mithra?
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long.
Dang. What?
Do not want this fight.
Nigga just throw a head at the wall?
Run!
Is someone outside my door? Oh, alright, let's go back to this.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up! Very well.
What Nigga, that would have been so helpful in the damn game. A parry like that? With the spear? That would have been so helpful in the game. Man, that nigga's arms fall off. Why they playing this Naruto ass music right now? She got a
You murder Christ!
Cause he made your daughter cry. Kratos, now you in for it now, man. I ain't gonna lie.
This is not my end! You deserve a worthy end!
Hey, I like the God of War villain. Okay. Okay, so I stand corrected. Kratos was winning that? Damn, Asura. That shit is sad, bro. Why you even fight this man, man? Nigga, you got packed up all because your daughter decided to shed his hair. You didn't even have to be like that, Asura. It really didn't. Look at you.
You
Look at you.
are a monster.
He got you laid out like you Genos from One Punch Man. You know what I'm saying? Arms all over the place. Gotta go back to Dr. Gero. What's his last name? Oh, what's that name again? I think it was Dr. Gero. I don't know that doctor that helped Genos get them upgrades, but anyways, he got you out here sprawled out, no arms, looking like Genos from One Punch Man. I said it again. Asura, my nigga, you gotta stand for something.
No longer.
Look at Kratos firing him with honor.
I never was.
He said he was never a monster. You just pissed him off, bro. Why you just kill her daddy like that? She called you to help and you kill her pops? Aww. You made her go through what Atreus was supposed to go through, Kratos. Why he walking?
KO! Well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone.
Damn.
But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
That's what I was
Asura
saying.
had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
Can't first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could. Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass and...
That's why I was saying Asura. What time is it? 10:42? Damn, Chad, we might not... But that's why I was saying Asura, though. You know what I'm saying? Because... looking at what he can do, Kratos ain't blow up no damn star.
2 seconds!
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in-game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath too, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura's the sun rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
But what if?
What if what? Nah, Asura. the ending. Damn, Kratos, get up! Kratos, get up! Kratos, get up! Kratos, get up! Bruh doing you worse than All Might did the Nomu. Damn. What he do to make this nigga that mad? Made his daughter cry. Answer my own question. Okay. He got that man flying back. Feeling like he in heaven. Bruh got you back at home. Back with your daughter. Bruh punched your ass so hard, he sent you to your happy place. Death. With your family. He sent you. What about Atreus? What is Atreus gonna think about this, Kratos? You just got beat out of nowhere. Now he ain't got no daddy. Shit rough.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
Subscribe and join.
Now they just dropped this like 2 months ago, then dropped this one like 4 days ago. So I'm gonna definitely keep reacting to some death battles. I'm definitely gonna be posting more death battles and shit like that. I don't know. I didn't think Kratos was gonna win that, chat. Chat, y'all, I did not think Kratos was gonna win that. I mean, y'all let me know down in the comments down below. Did y'all think Kratos was gonna win or Asura was gonna win? And tell me why. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, this is the end of the video. I definitely enjoyed the death battle. Definitely dope to watch. If you guys enjoyed the video, you guys enjoyed the reaction, please like, comment, subscribe, join society. Comment down below what else you guys would like to see, and follow us for more. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, go ahead and follow the Twitch in the description down below. You know what I'm talking about? We be streaming every day. I'm doing this live right now. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and check us out. You know what I'm saying? Come join the Kim Society. We are like our ancestors in the water, just fine. You feel me? You dig? You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Be breezy. Stay easy. Stay solid.